I've seen what I needed to see and immediately no. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Lisa. Not new here. How you doing? What's up? So today we are doing a vlog style get ready with me. It's gonna be a real chatty New Year's get ready with me. Today is not New Year's, today is 2 days before Christmas. I'm trying to do my hair right now, and this particular one is not going so well. I really wanted like a soft kind of like almost natural looking blowout. So Laura, I don't even know if I'm gonna get this. I've actually been wanting to do this get ready with me for quite some time. I actually filmed this get ready with me prior to this, where I sat down and I did a whole makeup look, I did a whole get ready with me, talking to you guys about different stuff, and kabloos, it disappeared into thin air. I think I accidentally deleted the clips, which was quite annoying. Thought, you know what, why not just save it for New Year's and have a New Year's get ready with me and just kind of an emotional chat, just looking back on the past year. I'm just gonna quickly do my eyebrows off camera because they kind of take the longest to do and they require a lot of attention. Now I actually need to pluck these brows as well because they're getting a bit messy. Eyebrows are done. Let's get into the chit chat. I'm not really going to be talking much about my makeup, but I will tell you guys what I'm using. A lot has been going on, sweetie. I feel like I say this every year, but I genuinely feel like this has been another year of realizing things. I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like God has presented me with a lot of new and different situations that He has wanted me to see what I needed to see. I've seen what I needed to see and immediately no. God this year really wanted me to learn how to deal with myself a lot better. I've just always been like a really emotional person, and that can be a good and bad thing at times, but not knowing how to deal with my emotions. And I previously thought that I'd actually kind of conquered that, I'd actually kind of mastered that, but really I actually hadn't. And realizing where a lot of these issues come from, I was never taught or allowed, this is just my personal experience, to really express my emotions because there was no room for anything else, but just to feel what the adults told you to feel, and anything outside of that was really not seen as emotion but seen as acting out. It's not until I started therapy, which I'm so glad that I did this year, when I do express my emotion, it comes out in anger, it comes out in extreme sadness and depression. It's just so long. I'm not saying I'm perfect now at all in any sense of the word, but I'm really definitely trying to better myself and just really take accountability for everything in my life. And I feel like before I was very self-aware, but I wasn't looking and taking note of the things that I needed to be paying attention to. I was paying attention to maybe things that didn't necessarily matter. The whole reason why I even started therapy, to be completely vulnerable and open with you guys, was because around the time of my birthday, this is why I say, like, take everything with a pinch of salt. Not to say that I was faking anything or trying to like keep up appearances. Instagram is not really the place where you can come and like bare your heart open and say, listen guys, I'm dealing with this and I'm dealing with this. Instagram is like my place of work. I'm not always afforded the space for me to do that. I was really going through it around the time of my birthday. I was severely depressed. It was actually my dad who kind of pushed me and urged me to kind of get therapy. It just came to the point where I just realized that I couldn't continue to do what I was doing before. I would think of myself as quite emotionally available and quite emotionally intelligent. I realized that I wasn't. For me, I realized it's about how I was expressing my emotion and what I was doing with these feelings. Having emotions is one thing, but dealing with them, dealing with your emotions, ma'am. Oh, where's my other earring? Me finding a therapist was me genuinely fighting for my life. If I didn't tackle and, you know, kind of stand up to myself, the mind would have won. My mind especially, I'm sure a lot of other people can relate, is the best and worst place to be. I can be so good for myself, and then other days I'm my own worst enemy. I was allowing my mind to consume me. I was allowing these negative thoughts and feelings to fill me. I felt like I was unraveling. I was wrapped up in some wrapping paper, and slowly but surely I was just coming undone. It felt so uncomfortable but so relieving at the same time, just because there was so much I had inside of me. For me getting into therapy, I just couldn't figure out why. I just couldn't figure out where this was coming from, and to unpack all of this, as uncomfortable as it was, because don't get me wrong, therapy is gonna be bloody hard, trust me, but as uncomfortable as it was so liberating. I know it's so cliche, and I know so many people say it, but really, honestly, truly, all of that pain, all of that hurt, we carry it around. As much as we pretend like we don't, as much as we get up every day and we keep on going, you're just gonna girl boss my way out of this, I'm just gonna strong mentality my way out of this, and everything is gonna be okay. Each day that we continue to do that, the wound gets deeper. I don't know, these are some like really rubbish metabolisms. These are some really rubbish, oh my god, Lisa, that's so embarrassing, it's so dumb. These are some really rubbish metaphors. They always say perspective and being able to look back on things is so amazing, and I realize it now more than ever, because when you're in the moment, you're just thinking like, God, why? I say this relating back to me moving out. Everybody knows that for how long, especially if you know me personally, it's such a dream of mine to move out and just have my own space and just be an independent woman. You guys know I've talked about this quite frequently on my channel. For quite some time, I was not adjusting well to living alone. I genuinely felt like that was a distraction as to what was really going on. Now looking back at it with perspective, I felt like that was just the surface issue. It wasn't about where I was, because I could have been at home, I could have been in Sweden for all I care. The real root of the issue would have still been the same, but for a long time I felt like I just focused on, oh, it's because I'm here, and it's because I haven't adjusted to living alone. And I was just dealing with so many emotions and so much confusion, because I was like, wait a minute, like, this is something I've wanted for so long. This is something that I've prayed for and worked towards for such a long time in my life, so why am I not happy? I think that is something that we don't talk about enough. And not to say that I shouldn't move out, 100% it was the best decision I ever made, and it was the right decision, because I had said in my mind, like, as soon as I get my own place, I'll be so much happier. We put so much emphasis and focus on these goals that, okay, cool, when I hit 10k on YouTube, I'll be so much happier, my life will be so much better. When I get that Gucci bag and I'm able to buy everything I want, then yeah, I'll be so much happier, my life will be so much better. These goals that you set for yourself, as much as they are good and as much as it's good for you to have these things, these are not fixing what is deep down inside. And until I admitted that and took accountability for myself and my actions and just really stepped into that self-awareness, I'm not perfect, I'm far from it. I have such a long way to go, but I'm so excited for the journey, guys. You wouldn't believe. Tap into a deeper awareness of myself, get to that point where I am the woman that I want to become. She's also healing, she's also growing, and not for anybody else but for myself. For so long I've been so caught up on being a good person. I feel like as much as I thought I wasn't, I was seeking the approval and validation of others. I realized how attached I was to that feeling. Only way I can feel good about myself is when other people feel good about me. You can't live your life like that. I'm very confident and comfortable with people that I'm close to. So it's easy for me to kind of be myself and talk around those people because I've been around them. However, when I'm around people that I don't know, when I'm around people that I'm not comfortable with, that I haven't met before, I become a shell of myself. And I already knew this, but I didn't know the reason for it. I had such a low opinion of myself. I really didn't think anything of myself at all because I felt like I always relied on what other people thought of me to shape my opinion of myself. Oh, people think I'm nice, so I guess I'm a nice person. Excuse my French, but why do I give a fuck about what people think about me? Why do I care about what opinion people have of me? Especially like in the industry that I'm in, you really have to put yourself out there, and posting pictures on the gram and answering questions on stories, as much as that's still putting yourself out there, that is all from the comfort of your own home. That is all from the comfort of within you. You don't have to be around anybody to do those things. The other side to this job is that you go to events, you meet a lot of important people, you're in important rooms, and you really have to step up and you really have to speak up for yourself, appear confident even when you're not. I've realized that in order to do these things, I need to be not a specific type of person, but I need to kind of not grow up, but grow out. I need to break out of this shell that I was crammed in for so long, which in turn will really help me to step up and step into the woman that I need to be. It's kind of like I need to shed the old Lisa, and that is kind of what I've been doing this whole year. There is such a long road ahead to get to the woman that I want to be, but I'm so excited for the journey, guys. Not just Lisa secure because I think I'm pretty and I think I have a nice body. Lisa that's secure and confident because no matter what other people think of me, I love myself. It doesn't matter how other people treat me. I'm the most important person. My opinion matters the most. Just really realizing that I am the most important person in my life, and my opinion and what I think of myself is what matters most. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I've gone ahead and I've done my lashes and my lip gloss. And as much as it's good for other people to have good opinions of you, but it's not necessary. I don't need anybody's opinions to formulate the opinion of myself, and realizing that I am the most important person in my life, and I'm really trying to work on remembering that and sticking to that and do the work. I'm so sorry to be filming on a different camera, but I really wanted to get this Get Ready With Me finished, and through that way I can really step into the woman that I know God wants me to be and that He has ordained for me to be. That takes a lot of work, that takes a lot of trials and tribulations, that takes a lot of going through things, as annoying as it is and unfair as that sounds. If I didn't go through the things that I went through this year, just give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna fix my hair and then I'll be right back. Finish with my hair, and I absolutely love this. Like, this is so elegant and chic, but it's giving the girls a blowout. I'm definitely gonna be using rollers more often. Guys, I'm so upset, my nail just broke. A day before Christmas, my nail just broke. A big part of the process is just accepting that this is a process and that this is a journey. Sometimes we get so caught up and hung up on the end result, on the destination, on the goal, on what we want to achieve, taking the journey and taking the progress. And the progress that I've made this year alone, just personally, mentally, has been so much, and I'm so proud of myself for all the like kind of obvious reasons that I kind of accomplished goals that I wanted to, but I'm also proud of myself for fighting the battles that nobody knew about. I'm not a completely new person because I don't believe people should change, but I believe people should grow. Without some of the situations that God put me in this year, I generally don't believe I would have been able to grow. I don't believe I would have had the space to grow. And I can really say that I'm proud of myself for it, and not because I'm so strong and I'm such a strong independent black woman. I hate idolizing and promoting that, because I'm not strong. I'm not strong in any sense of the word. I'm weak, I'm emotional, I'm fragile, I'm a soft, gentle flower. I'm extremely fragile. I'm not brick, I'm not stone, I'm not cement, I'm not strong and can weather through anything. That's not me. I'm not that woman. And accepting that that's how I am and still getting up and doing it anyway. That doesn't always have to be this sort of unwavering strength that, oh my gosh, I can just get through anything. It's more this unwavering attitude and mindset to continue and keep being kind to yourself. Me admitting that, me sitting down and like, you know what, Lisa, you're not coping well, you're not dealing with things well. That is me being kind to myself, sitting there and pretending like I'm so strong and everything is under control and I've got this and I just have to keep on going, is not being kind to myself. In fact, it's the complete opposite. I urge you guys more, and me as well, and you guys as well, to just keep on being kind to yourself in 2022. Keep on loving on yourself. That kind of expectations that you kind of put onto yourself, tattoo on your forehead, is eventually what will be your downfall, because you don't have to have it together every day, and that is okay. It doesn't make you any less of a person. It doesn't make you any less amazing than you already are. Another thing that I really want to work on in 2022 is setting boundaries with myself, so it's easier for me to set boundaries with other people. There's this thing that I've been doing over the past couple of weeks, that every time I'm upset or I'm angry, whether it's with myself or with other people, I just write down. I go into my notes app, because I'm not always bothered to sit there and journal all the time. As lovely as journaling is, as much as I like it, is a bit long to sit down there and write every single thought all the time. So I just go on my notes app, because I'm always on my phone, and write down how I'm feeling and just blurt it all out first to myself. And then it allows me time to process my emotions and realize what I didn't like and realize what I do like. And from that, it's easier for me to set boundaries with myself. Like, okay, Lisa, you don't like when this happens because you end up feeling this way. I don't hope or wish for or pray for that. I mean, I kind of do. Every single day of 2022 is going to be so easy and so amazing, and life is just going to happen to me and everything's going to be so amazing and so shiny and sparkly and everything is just going to work out just right. No. I hope that I'm kind enough to myself to continue healing, to continue working. I'm kind enough to myself to continue honing on the skills that I have been working on, to realize that even on the days that it's not so good, it's gonna be okay. And even if you can't fix it, just knowing that the Lord above in the heavens, he is in control and everything happens for a reason. I used to believe that, but not completely, and now I know, like, everything, every single tiny thing, no matter how minute it is, everything happens for a reason. There's nothing that happens by mistake, and it is because of his will. Trusting myself more, trusting God more, trusting the journey more, just trusting the process more. I am growing and glowing and healing. As corny as that sounds, that is what I'm doing, baby. And healing these wounds, healing that pain. This whole new year, new me doesn't exist. I don't want to be a new person. I want to be me, just the improved version of me. I want to be me, just the healed version of me, because I'm amazing. To sit here and say I want to change my whole personality, I want to change everything about me, is to not appreciate where I am right now, is to not appreciate the person I am right now. And you're an amazing person too. No matter what anybody tells you, you are bloody amazing. yeah, I just have to keep on growing, and I just have to keep on working. And I know 2022 is going to be a good year, because it's going to be the year that I continue to heal. It's going to be the year that I continue to grow. And for that reason, and for that reason only, I know it's going to be a good year. Not because, oh, I'm going to get this car and I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna buy this bag, no, and I'm gonna bag this campaign. Like, all of those things, they will happen, and I pray that they will happen, and I pray that Jesus wants them to happen. The foremost important thing is me wishing all of us an amazing, healing 2022. We're gonna do it all, okay? We're gonna do it all. Everything that we want to do, we're gonna do it all. We are becoming the best and better versions of ourselves. It's been such a chatty, rambly, get ready with me. This is gonna be the last video of the year, and I thought this would be a good video to close the year out on. I love you guys so much for all your support, because you guys like really support me. Every time I'm reading your comments, I'm like, wow, like, y'all really care about what I do and what I'm doing. Like, y'all really fuck with me. Like, I love that for you. I love that for me. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, happy holidays, and I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. Keep safe. I love you guys so much. Signing out for the last time in 2021. I love you guys lots, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.